Assalamu alaikum.
क्या है? अस्सलाम वालेकुम। क्या हो रहा है?
Assalam.
अभी नहीं आया अभी तक।
I think he just put the sign, will join you shortly.
इंशाल्लाह चलें।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
कैसे हैं जावेद भाई?
अल्लाह का शुक्र है, दुआएं आपकी, जी रहे हैं।
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, जीते रहे जीते रहे।
जीत रहे, बस यही है।
है ना, ये अच्छी बात है कि आदमी जीता रहे जब तक अल्लाह ताला की रजा है। अच्छा, वालेकुम सलाम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू। माशाल्लाह, सिस्टर नूर is here.
Yes, I miss you and miss classmates. After Ramadan starting.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Miss you, Ustaz.
Jazakallahu khairan. So yeah, we miss you too. But maybe inshallah after Ramadan you can teach us something new.
Oh, no, please don't say that because I feel your class is very advanced. I do watch over weekends. Sometimes I cannot catch up.
Jazakallahu khairan.
Thank you, Jazakallah khair.
Okay, we'll start inshallah. Today is the technically the last session of before Ramadan. So I'm sure you guys are excited that we're gonna get a break, or you're sad that you don't have to do this anymore.
Who said so?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so what I would like to do today then, because last time, Assalamu alaikum, you wanted to say something? Brother Kabir, Brother Altaf, I think somebody wanted to say something.
No, I was answering you. You're saying some that you don't want to continue the classes. I said, who's that? So
No. I'm saying that, are we feeling sad that we have to take a break? I'm just joking.
okay.
We can simply say it's mixed feeling.
Yes, it is mixed feeling. Yeah, I know it's okay to take a break, and inshallah, because Ramadan is a month of the Quran, and we would like to focus on the reading and recitation, inshallah, as much as possible. So it's a very good idea to take a break. So, nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulil kareem, a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. So I was saying that that since last time we could not finish the verse we started, so instead of me doing something else, if you don't mind, I would like to finish that verse number 19 tonight.
As you like.
Sounds good? Everybody okay with that?
Yep.
All right. So we are on verse number 19, Surah Al-Baqarah. If I open my camera, I'm sure you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one is a little bit different than what we are used to, because it has some rules in it which we need to look at. So first of all, you need to refresh your memory that the verse we saw, this one, Masaluhum kamasalil lazis tawkada nara falamma adaat ma hawlahu zahaballahu binurihim wa tarakahum fi zulumatin la yubsirun. So in this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was giving an example of the people we have been learning about in the previous verses, which are the munafiqun. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that their example is that of one who kindled a fire, but when it illuminated what was around him, Allah took away the light and left them in darkness, so they could not see. Then verse number 18 was Summun Bukmun Umyun Fahum La Yarjiun. They are deaf, dumb, and blind, so they will not return. Return to what? To the right path. So when you see a verse like this which does not give you a clear answer, then you have to read in between the lines. Certain things are not available in the sentence, but they are understood. So they will not return to what? To the truth, to the right path, or to the guidance because of these previous verses, right? So this aw is a continuation of this example. Like their example is either this or aw kasayyibin minas samai, or they are like a rainstorm from the sky. First of all, is that point clear in your mind?
Yeah.
Okay. So think about this. This is the continuation of the dialogue or the argument Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is presenting. This is the first example, and this is the next example. If that makes sense, then you will start to see the relevance of this verse and this verse. Yeah. This aw is the harfi ataf. What is it?
Harfi ataf.
Harfi ataf. Now, how many harfi ataf we know so far? We only know about the waw.
Two.
Wow.
Wow.
Aw. But in total, there are 10 harfi ataf. How many harfi ataf? There are 10. There are 10 harfi ataf. Okay. So one of them is waw. One of them is fa. Okay. Aw. And there is also called summa. How many times you have seen summa?
Many times.
Many times. So I've given you 4 out of the 10. Inshallah, as time will come, we will inshallah look into other ones also. But wow is the most common one. The fa we just looked at in the previous verse, which was this fahum. You see that? The fahum. Now, how many people remember the previous verse, by the way? For example, this one.
Yeah.
Brother Altaf, I know you were absent, so I'm just checking if you were able to catch up with the video.
I just summum bokmun umyun fahum la yarjun. I followed that, but I could not
Okay.
complete the other one.
Right. So the summum bukmun umyun is khabar 1, khabar 2, khabar 3.
Right.
And hum was the mubtada, which was mahzuf, meaning it was implied. It was not present in the sentence, but it is from the previous verse. So we said hum, summum bukmun umyun. And then we have the fahum. So basically this fa here is harfi ataf. What is it? Harfi ataf. And because of that, this home seems to be attached, but basically it is detached. If it's detached, then this home is proper and is a rafa. So it becomes a very good candidate for mubtada, and la yarji'un is a negative verbal sentence that becomes the khabar of the mubtada. So there is one simple nominal sentence here, and there is a nominal sentence here with a multiple khabar, which is perfectly allowed, and they're combined with the harfi ataf, and this previous nominal sentence is the matuf, so it becomes this tarkib or this recipe. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So the next verse is aw kasayyibim minas samai. Okay, so aw is or, and the meaning of aw is or the aw is ataf, and is or meaning it is either or, and the letter ka here is preposition. Yeah, the letter ka is preposition. That means it's the jar.
Like.
Yes, like the rain, like a rainstorm. Sayyibin, if you look into the sayyibin construction, it is used for a rain. Okay. Minas samai, again, jar or majrur. Correct? Okay. So when we have a sentence like this, what we look at, and this is the rule of the Arabic language, that when you have the nakira noun here, is that a nakira noun? Kas sayyibin?
Yeah.
Okay. When you have a nakira noun, the things which are going to follow afterwards, these sentences or these little shibu jumlas can be considered the sifa of kasayyibin. Like what is one of the sifa of this rain? That this rain is from the sky. Okay. Now I know you might feel that
Is it not mutalliq khabar? Like
okay, see mutalliq khabar, because we don't have that. This is not mubtada. You see, this is not mubtada because it is.
I was more thinking sayyibun is a khabar, and minas sama is a mutalliq khabar.
No. See,
no.
Here mutalliq khabar is no. In this sentence, you have to understand, and I was also having a hard time understanding it. But the teachers or the ulama, we have talked about it. They're saying that if you consider this is a continuation of the either or, right? The second example. So, or their example is of like a rain, right? Which rain? Which comes from the sky. Now, the way we said that home is mahzuf here, okay? We did not see home here, but we thought that it was mahzuf, right? We took it as a mahzuf.
Yeah.
What about if I say a word here, nazilim? What is nazilim? Right?
So this coming down.
Yeah, coming down. So this is jar majroor. Yes, you will call it mutalliq khabar, but it is not the khabar. It will be considered as a sifa. Okay. Aw kasayyimim, or they are like a rainstorm which came down from the sky. Okay. Now fihi, before I get into this, fihi zulumatu wa ra'du wa barq. Let me ask you this question. If I say something like lahum ajrun azimun, if we look at this construction, what is lahum?
Mubtada.
For them, mubtada.
No, don't jump on it's lahum. There is a jar here. So-
La is jar and
No, jar, and then hum is
Majroor.
majroor.
right? So can
But,
this be
but at the
mubtada?
same time, it's mubtada.
No.
Home.
No. Because you cannot just look at home. It is lahum. What is the translation? For
them.
right?
them.
Now remember,
Is it not the same as the previous verse? If you go up, ka.
I am going there, but look at this. This is khabar. Do you see as khabar muqaddam? Do you see it as a khabar muqaddam? Okay, is it shibu jumla? Is it jar majroor mutalik? And is it?
It is. It could be mutalik. Yeah.
Mutalik? And the name for that is
Shibu
shibu
jumla.
jumla, right? And
Yeah.
we know that shibu jumla can be khabar. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And we also said when we were looking at Jumla Ismiya that there is a style of writing when we trying to highlight something or create emphasis that we will bring the khabar in the first.
In front. Yeah.
Khabar. So it's called khabar muqaddam, correct? Okay. And then ajrun azimun, what is it? Murakkab?
It's murakkab tawsifi.
Tawsifi, right? So could murakkab tawsifi be mubtada?
It could be.
So it is mubtada
Muakhar.
muakhar, right? Everybody see that?
Yeah.
Okay, sisters and other people, whoever is watching, I need some feedback or some notion before I move on. Brother Fawad, Sister Noor,
So
Yes.
we are. Yeah. I'm good.
one at a time. Sister Noor,
Okay.
you were saying something?
No, I said I see it. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm there.
perfect. Brother Kabir, question?
Yeah. Lahum.
Mhm.
For majroor, it should be a kasra there at the end, or it's sakin.
This one you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, you're saying should it be sakin? So I'll give you this. Yeah, that's
No.
good.
We are
Okay.
reading as a sakin, but it should not be a kasra for majroor, for jar.
No. See that for that you would have to go back to the table of pronouns for the nasab and jar.
Attached pronoun or jar or nasab.
Yeah. So you would have to consult back to the table. So there is no kasra in whom. This whom is jar because this is the attached pronoun, and attached pronouns are both same in the status of nasab and jar.
So it is not like what we explained above that fahum, because fa we are not writing alone, so we are treating hum as a detached.
Okay. No, this one is for sure is harf jar. Fa is not harf jar.
Okay.
Okay. So you're saying why did I write fahum together and still
Yeah,
consider
and
hum?
consider as detached.
Because I told you, remember when you use wahum, do you attach them?
No.
No. So fahum, because you cannot write like this. Would it look nice? Tell me. See, wahum makes sense, but fahum, it doesn't look nice because this is the letter and hum. So they wrote it like this, but they're saying basically they are separate. This is like fa plus hum. So you have to take this as a detached zamir and not as the attached. When you take it detached, then what it is rafa, and it is proper. That is why it's mubtada. Is that making sure?
Brother, yeah,
Yes.
Brother Abid. So only for fa, this is the only one special case, or is only one fa letter, or there's other two?
Okay, so aw, I don't think you can attach with aw. So aw is fine, but in the hurufi ataf, fa is so far. Summa is also another one, but we haven't looked at it. So fa, when he used as harfi ataf, so this hum is not attached. This is detached pronoun. So that's one exception so far. So inshallah, if we come along others, we will look at it.
Okay.
Any other question?
No, thank you.
Okay. So this way, the reason I wrote this sentence, just to tell you that sometime in a nominal sentence, you bring the khabar in the beginning, and mostly the khabar is in the form of shibu jumla, which is jar majroor, and is called khabar muqaddam. Okay. Ajrun azim, meaning we could have said ajrun azim lahum, right? We could have said that, right? But here the thing is that उन्हीं के लिए है अजीम सवाब or अजर, उन्हीं के लिए. Remember the only part? We said only for them is the great reward. You get that? Why we do that khabar muqaddam and mubtada muakhar? Because we are trying to create that emphasis that for only them is the great reward. Is that clear? Is that clear, guys?
Oh,
Yeah.
brother.
Yes.
Ajrun azimun. Is this nakira? Is it?
Which one?
Ajrun azim.
Yeah,
This is
Ajrun azim is nakra. Yes. So when you have the khabar muqaddam and mubtada muakhar, it is okay to have nakira as mubtada. And because it's murakkab tawsifi, they follow each other in the Arab or the status. Okay, so
in
that is one
Mubtada,
rule.
Muakhar, Nakra and Marfa both are possible, or Nakra
I'm
is
sure both are possible, but if there is a nakra mubtada muakhar, it is absolutely acceptable. Okay. Does that answer your question, Sister Noor?
I think so. But can we put this like in normal order, not muakhir? Ajrun azimun
Yes.
lahum.
We could.
That's
But,
also a nominal.
but the style of writing like this is to create
Stronger.
emphasis, right? And I said in English, the meaning of only for them is the Ajrun Azim. You see? So when you say Ajrun Azim lahum, that means a great reward for them. That will be the translation. If you put something like this, Ajrun Azimun, can you see it? Lahum. That's what you're saying, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but normally mubtada should be marifa.
Yes.
Proper, right?
Normally, yes. So then it will be al.
Should be al.
Ajru. Yeah, that will be al. Will be al. How do you say al ajru? Al. How do I write al ajru?
Maybe
Okay, let's
Lam Alif.
say
al
alif.
azabun.
Lam alif la.
Yeah,
Lam Alif.
let's say right now I can't think of it, so I can say al azabun, al azimun.
Mm.
Okay, azabun, al azabu, alimu, lahum, something like that. But that would mean there is a not alimun mean alimu, azabun alimu, or azabu alimun lahum, meaning the painful punishment is for them. That is the meaning. But if I take the lahum in the beginning, then I say the painful punishment is only for them. You see that the emphasis, what comes out of it?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I was just saying that lahum ajrun adim, meaning is khabar muqaddam and mubtada muakhar. The reason I gave you this example, because over here, after the sama, we have fihi. What is fihi?
In it.
Jar majroor.
Yeah, Majroor.
Okay. Then zulumatu wa ra'du wa barq. Yes.
Yes.
Now, in this sentence, I said khabar 1, khabar 2, khabar 3. Possible, right?
Yes.
Okay. In this sentence, fihi al-majroor, khabar muqaddam, mubtada muakhar, mubtada 1, mubtada 2, mubtada 3, combined with the waw. Okay. Is it registering? Guys, can somebody tell me that it is registered?
Repeat once again, please.
Okay. See here, lahum ajrun azim. Correct?
Yes.
So ajrun azim was murakkab tawsifi. I
Murakkab
said
tawsifi, yeah.
this whole thing is mubtada. Correct?
Yes, yeah, because Murakkab
Okay.
tawsifi could be a mubtada.
Right. I was saying, look at this. Lahum is same as
Fihi.
fi.
Yes, yeah.
See that? Jar majroor.
Mm-hmm.
Khabar muqaddam. Correct?
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
now I'm looking for mubtada muakhar. But I have zulumatun, then I have the waw and the ra'dun wa barq. So what is in it? The darkness, the thunder, the lightning. All of these, because of the waw, they become one, mubtada 1, 2, and 3. And they all together become my mubtada.
Mubtada.
Brother Altaf, do you see that?
Yeah, I'm understanding. I'm just intentionally silent. So yeah, it makes sense.
Brother Kabir, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So then also what we can look at, if we look at it this way, is fihi zulumatin, is it jar majroor?
Yes.
Fihi zulumatun, right? Now this is jar majroor here, but this one fihi zulumatun and
Easier.
then in barkun. If I say minas samai is one sifa for kasayyibin, then what kind of rain is it? That it is from the sky.
From the
What
sky,
else,
yeah.
what else is in it? The darkness, the
Yeah,
thunder, and the
the
lightning.
lighting and the thundering.
Yeah. So can I say this is sifa 2, sifa 3, sifa 4?
Yeah, for
Kasayyibin?
Kasayyibin, yes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that is what the big picture I wanted to show you, that in some time you will come across a sentence like this. Now, because of that, you can see
Okay, sorry.
that their example is like of a rain, which is from the sky. And what is in it? There is a darkness, thunder, and the lightning. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then this fihi zulumatum barq is one nominal sentence. So this is one big nominal sentence. Yeah. Up to here. See that? Okay.
From where it is nominal?
From fihi to zulumatum wa ra'dun wa barq is one big nominal sentence, right? Because khabar muqaddam,
Yes.
mubtada muakhar.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. So for the next one, you have to understand few things. Remember, when we are looking at a verbal sentence,
Fail plus file, maf'ul.
okay, so we have fail,
File,
we have file, and then we have maf'ul.
bihi,
Now,
lahu.
okay, remember there was a lecture we did. We did a lecture on maf'ul. We
Yeah,
said
five
is
maf'ul.
maf'ul bihi, maf'ul lahu,
Lahu.
maf'ul something like min, and bunch of others. Okay, so we most commonly one is maf'ul bihi. Yeah,
The normal one we are normally
yes.
taking.
And lahu is one of them. Lahu is when you tell you about maf'ul, something like this. I think maf'ul. Okay, so why am I telling you this? Because the next sentence is yaj aluna. What is yaj?
Jala, from Jala. Present tense, plural.
So yaj aluna
Fi'l mudari.
is a fail mudari.
Yeah, third person plural.
Yeah. So we can write it like this. We can say there is a fail. No, is it what siga is this? Siga number?
Third. Three.
Number 3. That means is muzakkar, is jama, and is ghaib. Yeah,
Yes.
we understand from that, right? So that means there is a file hidden in it. What is the file?
Home.
Right? That is the file. Okay. Now, the meaning of If we hide the ya and the una, then we have the root words jim, ain, and lam, right? And we know that it was ja'ala, yaj'ilu. Remember that?
Yes.
Now, one of the meaning of ja'ala is make. Ja'ala Allahu khalaqa samawati wal arda fi sittati ayyamin. That Allah khalaqa or ja'ala. So ja'ala, one of the meaning is make. One of the meaning of ja'ala is put. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So yaj'aluna. What is the next thing? Asa bi hum. Asa bi asabiya hum. Asabiya hum mean asab is fingers. Okay. Hum, their fingers.
There.
So it will become mudaf. Mudaf. Right? So asabiyahum yajaluna asabiyahum. So what do? They put their fingers. Yeah. Is asabiyahum? What is the asabiya status of asabiya?
Nasab.
Nasab. We know that in the jumla verbal sentence, the fa'il is rafa.
Yeah, the fail is
And the maf'ul is
nasab.
nasab. So yaj'aluna asabiyahum. So they put their fingers. That is maf'ul. That is maf'ul. I can call it ula. Meaning the first one. Is that making sense? Maf'ul ula? Yeah? Everybody with me? Can you unmute for a second? Do you know how to quickly unmute? You just press the space bar and talk and then let go, then you can mute it again.
Yeah. We all unmute, I think.
Perfect. So, yaj'aluna asabi'ahum. So, they put their fingers. That's maf'ul ula. Now, what do they put? Their fingers. Now, where do they put that? Where?
في آذانهم.
Yeah, Zari.
آذانهم.
في آذان.
آذانهم.
Okay. So, is fi harf jar?
Yes.
And azanihim is their ears.
Majroor.
Yeah.
There, yes.
No.
Muzaf,
And this
as
is
well as
mudaf,
مضاف.
Yeah.
mudaf ilayh,
مضاف.
And the whole thing will be majroor, yeah?
majroor. So remember, when we are looking for maf'ul, we are looking for what, where,
When.
when, and probably why.
Why?
Okay, so we got our what. They put their fingers. Where they put it?
In the ears.
In their ears. Yeah.
Yes.
Now we are looking for the reason. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay.
Minas
So for that,
sawa'iq.
I have to take a new page. And let me change color so that we can also look at differently. Minas
Sawa'iqi.
sawaiki.
Al-maut.
Okay, minas sawaiki. Azar.
Hazar al-maut.
Mauti. Okay, so that means this min here, they do from fear of from the, because of the, what is the, Sawaiki is from the thunder noise, you know, the thunderclaps from the thunder sound, I can say, or claps. The English word they use is called thunderclaps. And that is the reason number one. Right?
Yes.
What is the number one reason? The when you hear, it's a human reaction when there is a loud noise of extreme nature. What is your very basic reaction? You put your finger in your ear, right? And the second reason is hazar al-maut. Hazar al-maut is fear
Fear of death.
death. That is why this one is in jar. So this is hazar al-maut. This is mudaf.
Mudaf ilayh.
Mudaf ilay, because mudaf ilay is hamisha always in the status of jar. So why do they put the fingers in the ears? From the thunderclaps and the fear of death.
Yes.
Is that making sense? So we look at it. Yajaluna asabi'ahum fi azanihim min as-sawaiki hazar al-maut. So this is, we can say this is maf'ul 1, maf'ul 2, and maf'ul 3. Now this min, there is a name for this min. It's called sababiyya. You know what sababiyya in Urdu is? Sabab.
Reason. Yeah.
Sabab. Reason. So what is the reason? What is the reason? As-sawaiki hazar. Everybody clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So also remember this min is called sababiyya. Now this kind of maf'ul is known as maf'ul lahu. That we are talking about the reason. Yes, we are giving you more detail about the maf'ul. So one of the maf'ul here is maf'ul lahu, and there is another name for maf'ul lahu here, which they have used. I'm going to show you quickly. Okay, it's over here. So you can see they're calling it maf'ul ajila or ajila. Okay, that is also, this is maf'ul lahu. Okay, you can see that yaj'aluna, if I go back to verse number 19. So first of all, what do they do? Yaj'aluna asabi'ahum fi azanihim. So they put their fingers in their ears. So azanihim mudaf mudaf ilay. Asabi'ahum mudaf mudaf ilay. Fi harf jar. So mudaf mudaf ilay is majroor. Same thing. Asabi'ahum is mudaf mudaf ilay. That becomes maf'ul bihi. And we can also say it's mutalik, but again, we are getting the more information about the maf'ul, that okay, what they put, where they put, and why they put. Is that making sense?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, alhamdulillah. So now I'm sure that you can put the whole thing together. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Summum bukmun umyun, like hum, summum bukmun umyun. So they are deaf, dumb, and blind. So they will not return to the right path. Fahum la yarji'un. Or their example is like of a rain, aw kasayyibin min as-samai, like a rainstorm from the sky. Fihi, in it is the darkness, the thunder, and the lightning. Okay, and we looked at all of that. And what happened because of that? When they hear this lightning and thunder and the rad and bark and the darkness, they yaj'aluna asabiyahum. They put their fingers in their ears from the fear of the thunderclaps and the fear of death. Okay, then what is the next verse? Next verse says, Wallahu
Wallahu muhitum bil kafirin.
Wallahu
Muhitum bil kafirin.
muhitum bil okay, so there is a sod here, there is a jazm here, and there is a kaf. So wow is harfi ataf. Agree?
Yeah.
Allah is mubtada,
Noun.
Mubtada.
right? Mubtada because it's marifa, is rafa, right? And muhitum, Allah is what? Muhit,
Badal.
all encompassing, right? Allah is all controlling over them, or He is encompass everything or all them. So that is the khabar. Yeah. And who are what is the bill? The letter ba here is jar,
Jar.
Jar,
is
majroor.
majroor,
Majroor.
right?
Salim.
This is
Shubu jumla.
Khabar.
khabar, shibu jumla.
Mujumla.
This whole thing is nominal sentence. Our most basic form of nominal sentence. We did not have any problem understanding it.
So, Brother Abed, on the previous part, the upper part, I was little not clear on.
Okay.
No, the next one after this.
Minas Sawaki.
It's Minas is Sawaiki from thunder.
Yeah.
How we are connecting thunder with Hazar al-Maut? Hazar al-Maut is Muzafir of death.
Okay, so
The
tell me
connection
something.
between
When you are
Sawaiki
in
and Hazar
a,
al-Maut.
okay, now imagine this. You are outside in open and there is a thunderstorm. What happens in a thunderstorm? You have the lightning, you have the loud noises, and you have darkness, correct? Now,
Yeah.
if you get struck with lightning, what will happen?
You close your
No, if
eyes
you, if
and ears.
lightning fall on you,
You will die definitely.
yes. So remember how many times or sometimes we get in news that the lightning struck and the tree was split into half, or the house was broken, or somebody who was right under the lightning of the is got dead. Right. So obviously, situation, if you think about this whole picture instead of just looking at the literal meaning of the words, you will get the picture that why when when you are all alone in a thunderstorm, you're outside, no safety, and you have these loud noises, and जब वो बादल कड़कता है तो mostly women, they get scared, right? But as men, we are also scared, but we don't show. Right? But we also get scared when there is a loud thunder noise and all of a sudden there is a big lightning in the clouds. You do feel scared. And similarly, think about why we say sur jab phooka jayega, when they will blow in the trumpet. What is the one quality of the trumpet? The loud noise, right?
Yeah.
A noise of such sharpness or capacity that whoever is going to hear it, they're going to just simply die. Their hearts will blast, or whatever happened, they will not be able to absorb that sound because our ears have a certain limit, correct? Right?
Yeah.
So again, look at the example. जब मैं आपको समझाने लगूं कोई बात कि आप जंगल में हैं, बिजली कड़क रही है, बादल बरस रहे हैं और आप अकेले हैं, so obviously your reaction will be that first of all you will have the fear of death, that oh, I'm stuck in a situation, there is lightning, what if the lightning struck me, right? Or what if something happens, or in the darkness I fall into some ground or something, or some dig or ditch or something. So think about the whole scene instead of just focusing on one little. So there's a reason. That's why I call it sababiyya. Sababiyya means why did they put fingers in their kan or in their ear? Because of the thunderclaps or the thunder sound and the fear of death, which is kind of connected in this scenario. Correct?
Yes.
So which word is connecting Sawaiki Hazar al-Maut?
Hazar al-Maut is mudaf ilayh, the fear of death.
Hazar
is fear.
Connection between Sawaiki Hazar al-Maut. Remember, when I'm translating, minas sawai ke from thunder sound, right?
Okay.
Hazar al-maut, fear
Okay.
of death.
So let's take a look at the translation over here. Now, maybe the translation will help you because what happens here is, so they're saying that the ears from the thunderclaps in fear of the death. See, there is no in.
In. That's exactly.
Yes.
I
So
was.
if you remember, long time ago when we took our very basic course, there was one session where I said this is specifically there are 3 categories. One category was that in between the languages, things are translated differently. Okay. For example, there are certain words like prepositions when they are used in Arabic, you don't translate them, you understood them. I'm just trying to give you an idea. I'm not giving you the example. In the English language, sometimes you have to add additional words to make sense of it, even though in Arabic it is not required or it's not even present. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is why when we are reading these translation, you see in fear of, and then in muhitum, it says the one who is the one who encompasses. So muhitum meaning encompasses, but the additional translation is the one who, because it's talking about Allah, then you see the translation making more sense. Now let's look at the real or the Rawa translation or the fluent one. Or it is like a rainstorm from the sky over here, or like a rainstorm. Yeah. So what they added, it says, or it is like a rainstorm. So they added this, it is like a rainstorm from the sky, within which is darkness. Over here, they're saying within. What was the other translation? In it are. You see that? See how they are refining now the translation. So they're saying within it, within which is darkness, thunder and lightning. They put their fingers in their ears against, not the from, they're saying against the thunderclaps in dread of death. But Allah is encompassing of the disbelievers. Yeah.
So that's great. So when we are saying Wallahu muhitun and Allah encompasses, in this case, we don't need to say is the one who. It's already understood.
But look at the translation. Look at the translation. But Allah, not and Allah. But that is a difference. Okay. So remember, I was saying then there is something called balagha. You know what balagha is?
Balagat.
Balaghat. That balagha in Arabic means, okay, then you got all the rules, you got all your literal meaning, translation, and everything, but then you put beauty in it when you make the final paragraph or you do that. So this is balagha. Instead of when we translated Wallahu, we said and Allah.
Yeah.
Here they're saying but Allah. So it is just to emphasize the point that even if they get saved from the darkness, the thunderclaps, and those situations, but Allah is still, they cannot escape Allah, because Allah encompasses them, the disbeliever, whether they like it or not. But He's the one who's still they are under His control. Correct?
Yeah.
So try to get into literal meaning is good, but at the same time you need to look at the balagha, like how would I would say it. अब देखिए ना, हमने कहा कि यजअलूना असाबियहुम, right? If I didn't know the meaning of yaj'aluna is put, I would have said they make their fingers in their ear, right? Which will not make sense, right? और अगर मैं उर्दू में बात करूं तो उर्दू में मुहावरा है कि वो अपनी कानों में उंगलियां ठूस लेते हैं. अब पुट और ठूस में तो फर्क है ना.
सही.
Right? But when you using Urdu in a better way, you're gonna say वो अपनी कानों में उंगलियां ठूस लेते हैं. वो हम ये नहीं कहेंगे वो अपनी कानों में उंगलियां रख लेते हैं. पुट का मतलब क्या होगा? रखना ना. Right? So try to understand from that perspective. But these are all good questions. And if you want to get into the, as I said, the tafsir is there, which will explain things to you in a much better way.
So I have a question. Minas Sawaiki is a jar majroor, because you didn't mention it. Is it a jar majroor or no?
Let's take a look. It looks like a jar majroor because minas is this, but here min is used as, it is jar majroor, right? But the min here is used as a sababiyya, meaning it is telling you the reason. Okay, so there is the definition of min. It is preposition, but here the meaning of min, or the way it's used, is as a sabab, like for to tell you the reason of why they did something. And it's all, if you look at the different mafools I've been talking about. Remember when I was talking about the mafool, I said the mafool kind of tell you the information, what, where, when, why. Some of these information you get through the mafool. So all of them have a different name. So this one, the last one I told you, was sort of a mafool lahu. It was giving you more reasoning or information about the mafool. I hope that clarifies some of the thing, and the verse is making sense. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving an example of these munafiqeen, and he's trying to give us different way of understanding their situation, right? Okay, so what else we do? I mean, we are almost out of time, but if you guys want to look at some of this stuff right here, let's take a look at a few things. For example, we are in the next page. We're almost on page 5 now, alhamdulillah. So can you imagine we have done all of this, little by little we can make a C. Okay, so Radum wa Bark, we did that. So Asabiyahum, let's see, we look at this word. Asabiyahum, apni ungliyan, their fingers. Yeah? Asabiyahum. Asabiya is the plus, the plural for finger. So fingers, whom is their fingers. So mudaf mudaf ilayh. Okay. Radum. So Rad, we looked at. Rad is और गरज, उर्दू में क्या बोलते हैं? थंडर और गरज, कड़क, बिजली. And azanihim is अपने कान और their कान, ठीक है ना? उजुन से बना है ये. The root words are hamza, zal, noon, and samiya, yasmiu, yasmau, अपने कान is nun. आजानुन. सो आजान जो हम कहते हैं, वो आजान इसलिए कहते हैं कि वो कानों में हमारी आवाज आती है, राइट? ओके, दैट आजान. सवाईकी कड़क बिजली. अस्सवाईकी अगेन फ्रॉम समिया यस्माउ, कड़क बिजली. Okay, now where have you seen this word saika? Remember when Musa alayhi salam asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to show himself?
That's the
Right? That means when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says you cannot see me, but when he showed his lightning on a mountain, what happened to the mountain? It crushed to the ground and split up.
Yeah, but that was Sa'ya.
It's like somebody blasted the mountain, right? So when you blast the mountain,
was Sa'ya.
okay, Jazakallah, brother Abrar. Okay, but you see what I'm trying to point out here?
Yeah.
What's Waiki? There is another reference when we look at Hazrat Musa's story. Okay, Hazara is Samiya Yasmau. The meaning is dar, fear. Hazira, Yahzaru, Ihzar, Hazirun, Mahzurun, Hazran. These are the different forms. And then it also have from Bab Fataha. And again, you can read some of the Fahzaruhum. Like this one is two. Fahzaruhum is probably
Surah Taghabun. Munafiqun, Surah Taghabun.
The meaning is not given, so I don't know, maybe it's from okay. So, al-maut, we know that. And muhitum is also from ha, waw, ta, and is for Bab If'al,
Salam.
ghere hue. Ghere hue means surrounding them, encompassing them. Ahata, उर्दू में हम कहते हैं ना ahata. क्या किसको कहते हैं ahata?
Cover.
Like a boundary, something is covering some ground, right? Ihata, you see that? Masdar, ghere hue. Okay. So inshallah, with this, I want to just quickly talk about Ramadan. A reminder for myself and for all of us. Okay. So Alhamdulillah, we're all excited and ready for Ramadan, inshallah. But we always have this, we do understand the blessings and the virtues of Ramadan from all the ahadith and the Quran, and then we listen to the lectures and all that. Now, somebody gave me a worldly example, and it makes me understand the essence of Ramadan on a different level. So he said something like this, and you may have heard it also. So let's say there is a cave of gold, or not cave, a gold mine. There is a gold mine. Okay. And you are an employee there. And you also have the employer. So every day you dig gold for your employer and you get salary. Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
One
yes.
day, employer says, this mine is yours for next 30 days. Whatever you dig, is yours. Do you see where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what will be the reaction of the employees?
Gonna dig the most for next 30 days.
Yes. So they're not gonna waste any time. If they're smart, but depending on they are smart and they have wise and they are not lazy.
They have the what and the when. And they have the what and the when.
And yes, so what they're gonna do, they're gonna make maximum
Return.
benefit, right? Or return. Okay. Now, if we apply this theory to Ramadan, our employer is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he's the best of the employers. And Ramadan is this 1 month we get once a year, where he says that Ramadan is for me or Roda is for me, and I will decide what I give to you, right? The minimum you get is 700 times all your actions. The Nawafil and Sunnah becomes in the category of Fraid, and the Fraid, instead of getting 27 reward, you get 700 times multiplied. And the shayateen are chained down so that you don't have to worry about fighting your nafs for doing good deeds. You're spiritually active. The gates of heaven are open, the gates of hell are closed, and alhamdulillah, you are in the best of your spiritual nature. So if we think about this maximum benefit, then we will not worry about, do I have to pray 8 rakah sunnah or 8 rakah witr, 24, 10, 5, 8, you name it. In your mind, it will be a thing that every minute I have for this month is a valuable opportunity for me. So inshallah, I'm sure you already know this, but I was really motivated and inspired by this example. So I thought I'd share it with you that this Ramadan, instead of thinking, whatever comes to your mind or shaitan or whatever, think about this, that we get this opportunity once a year from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for 30 days. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us gain maximum benefit and not lose, any time in this month, which go to waste. So are we good? Inshallah, we make an intention that we will get motivated by this example and apply it in Ramadan on ourselves.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Do you have any news about the Tarawih, Salat Tarawih?
There is no news. The news is this, that the management would be in a lot of stress if they have to manage Tarawih every night by registration, and plus you're going to be praying outside. So there is, the issue of health, that you can get sick because it's really cold at night outside. So no news at the moment, but they are thinking about it. Plus our people, again, some people can get angry if they don't get chosen or they miss the registration. So there is another additional commotion there. I will let you know. As of right now, I have not heard anything. Yeah. Okay. Any other question? So one favor, and inshallah, I will do the same. And since we will probably be disconnected in Ramadan, hopefully not, we can always send messages through WhatsApp. But if we do get disconnected for a month, I would humbly request all of you to keep me and my family and all Muslims in your prayers, inshallah. Because
Inshallah.
requesting some special prayers from everyone, humbly requesting and not demanding. And inshallah, hopefully you will have you will have in back of your mind when you read Quran next time, and you're understanding better and you're connecting better. So inshallah, you will make dua for me without me asking, inshallah.
Jazakallah.
I'll do the same, inshallah. And I will also try to, see you in Ramadan in Friday prayers, and inshallah, Eid Salah happened this year, inshallah, because one of the days in May, which is allowed for indoor, is inshallah covers the Eid. So inshallah, this year I expect to see an Eid Salah for all of us, inshallah.
I believe that the 4 days are also gone now.
Oh, they're gone? Okay.
Yeah, the 4
They
days.
can always play outside though. So
yeah, that's yeah. Each Salah outside would be better. Yeah, but they're limited.
Yeah, inshallah. Well, yeah, you're right, brother Abrar. I think it is gonna be tough, but inshallah, I think we can make smaller groups if needed.
Yeah, there are 50 people can do outside if they allow it at that time. But the 4 day inside is gone. So 4 Jummahs they were planning to do in Ramadan is gone, unfortunately.
Okay, Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika.
Allahu Akbar.
Ya Allah.